Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another beer review on Cheer to Beers. My name is Travis. On this review, we're looking at a beer that I've wanted to try for a very long time, almost since I started drinking craft beer. I remember looking this one up on Beer Advocate, and the beer is actually called 1000 IBU from Mikkeller. It comes in at 9.6 ABV, and yes, it says it's 1000 IBUs. Most people say you can't taste more than 100, and Mikkeller sometimes is known for just making outrageous beers, but definitely interested to try this one. Let's go ahead and get into it. The smell is actually not a lot of hops. I'm getting mainly sweet candy sugars. It kind of reminds me of the 120-minute stout from Dogfish Head. Yeah, it's really just caramel, sweet malt, candied sugar, really no hops to speak of. I'm sure that, you know, it might be a little old, but you're definitely not getting the hops that you think you would for a 1000 IBU beer. Well, it's kind of bitter up front, and then the bitterness really hits you on the back end. And then you're getting just a lot of sweet malt. The only hop presence you're getting is the crazy amount of bitterness that is lingering on your tongue throughout this whole beer. You can definitely tell there's 1000 IBUs in this beer, even though most people say, like I said before, your tongue can only really take 100. You can tell the difference between a beer that's 1000 and a beer that's 100 for sure. And there's really actually not a lot to the taste. It's just kind of sweet caramel malt, maybe some like candied sugar, and that's really it. It's not really too pleasing on the palate so far. It's just a bitter bomb, which is kind of what you would expect from a beer like this. I'm going to go ahead and sip on this one for a little bit longer, and I'll come back with my final thoughts, my rating on Mikkeller 1000 IBU. Okay, back here with my final thoughts, my rating on Mikkeller 1000 IBU. This is an Imperial IPA, or that's what it says on the label. It really doesn't taste like one. It's actually a pretty big malt bomb in the smell and in the taste, and then the last thing you get is this crazy amount of bitterness, obviously from the IBUs in the beer and the hops they use. But overall, it's kind of light tasting, but a pretty heavy mouthfeel. It's just, I don't know, it just seems like a failed attempt at trying to make an Imperial IPA. Audrey even said that it tasted like her first homebrew, and she said that was pretty bad. But you know, it's bad when you can compare a beer like this to a bad homebrew. So I'm not going to be, I'm still kind of liking it a little bit, but not too much. So I'm going to give Mikkeller 1000 IBU 6 out of 10. If you've had this one, let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. Maybe yours was a little better than this. I wasn't too impressed. I was really excited to try it. It's cool that I have the bottle to keep, but I probably won't seek this one out again. So make sure you subscribe for more reviews, and until next time, cheers.